Hello, yeah, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see in the title, today's video is a tiny bit different than normal. So it's Love Island again. If you're not sure what Love Island is, so basically it's just a TV show where a lot of single people go in. They're all around 20 years old, so I literally feel so old, and they're just trying to find love, and then obviously in the end that the best couple win a lot of money. I'm not really sure how much, but I'm gonna put it down somewhere here. Yeah, so it's very popular in the UK. A couple of countries obviously tried to make, or like not tried, but they did make the same TV show. So obviously like America done one. So if you're from America, you probably like watched, I think it was two seasons in America. Then Australia done two, I think, or one as well. I'm from Hungary. Hungary had one. It's very, very popular. So I decided to film this video. It's gonna be a weekly sum up on the episodes, and then just tell you what I think about the guys who are in there, about the drama, about the love, about everything. I'm literally thinking about Love Island. Okay, so probably the first thing we should do is go through all the contestants. It's a really like hard word for me to say. But anyways, all the cast members. So very first one I would like to talk about is, maybe if we go through the girls first and then after we go through the guys. So very first one is Lian. She's so beautiful. I think she's very, 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 very pretty. Obviously all of them are going to be very beautiful, and they all look really great, and yeah, they're probably starving themselves for weeks before they get in. Really, really like her personality. I think she's very like reserved. She looks like she's respecting herself, and then she said that she's trying to make sure that she's very picky and then picks the right guy. And then I think she works at customer services, so yeah, hopefully she finds someone really, really nice. Okay, then we have our next one. So this girl is from Bristol, so I live in Bristol, and her name is Shanice. I think she's 25. She looks really, really pretty. I think she does like makeup and beauty and stuff like that. I have to say she has a very strong Bristolian accent, so if you if you want to find out what a Bristolian accent is like, then search for this girl. I put her name just in a corner, and then you can have a little search. Our next girl is Shona. So I think Shona, when Shona stepped in first, for some reason I didn't really like her, but as we get along during like throughout the week, I think she's kind of quite funny. She's 25 years old and she works in politics, I think. She's a democratic services officer. I think she's quite smart, or should be, or like we'll find out later. But yeah, I think she's quite funny, very pretty again. They all look like beautiful, and then they have a very, very nice body. Okay, next we have Sophie. Sophie's 21 years old. She's a medical PA. I think she's the prettiest there. I have to admit that the way she speaks annoying a little bit for me. I think it's because sometimes she just mumbles stuff and then doesn't, which I do understand her, but like I have to listen so much to be able to get what she's trying to say. Okay, our next girl is Paige. Paige is 22 years old. She's the ex-girlfriend of Lewis Capaldi. She's a singer. She's, I think, the prettiest blonde girl in there. Okay, and then finally in the end, the last two girls are bombshells. So these girls gone into the villas in the very end when everyone's already like coupled up. Their names are Eve and Jess. They are 20 years old, and then they're both like students, and they just doing like hostessing and stuff. Again, very beautiful. One of them constantly say like, and that's that's a little bit annoying. I do say like a lot, so I know it's very easy, but I think when you're on telly, yeah, it's very frustrating. So every second word is like, it's not much to them. I think they're very pretty, but I didn't really get to know them too much. Let's get into the boys. Okay, our first boy, it's really like, for some reason it's annoying me because they're supposed to be men and then they just call them boys. But yeah, the next guy is Mike. He's 20 years old. He's a police officer. He's really quite a good looking guy. I can see that he's gonna be he's gonna be the player. I think that he comes across really nice, but when no one expecting it, I think that's when he's going to sort of turn a bit. Gonna be like if you watched the last scene season, obviously we had all this happening. Then our next guy is Connor. He's 25 years old. He's bragging about his teeth, that he just got it done on a holiday. I think he's really good looking. There's a lot of memes about Connor. I just like to say that when you making jokes about people's looks, it's ridiculous, it's horrible, you should not do that. There is 2 people already committed suicide from Love Island, like the older series. Like, I don't understand, like when people rude and when people like making memes about others, and what are you really getting out of it? Because I think these people coming out of Love Island and then they end up gonna be like depressed, they're gonna be having a lot of anxiety, and then some of them end up committing suicide. So there was 2 people, if you're not familiar with Love Island, that you're not really sure like what I'm talking about, but yeah, there was a girl and a boy. Because there's a lot of memes about Connor, it's like, I just hopefully it takes it as a joke and it just laughs at it. If you're making fun of someone because of their behavior, that's different, because that's this person's choice to behave in a certain way. But I think when it's looks, that's just really out of order. Okay, next we have Callum. So Callum is 23. He's a scaffolder. He seems like a nice guy as well. We'll see when we go on a little bit more. We have our next one. His name is Naz. I think he's super nice. So as I was watching the whole week, I think his personality it comes across really genuine. He's just like very polite. He's very smiley. I think very friendly. Like, you can tell that he's a very kind of positive guy. Maybe not. I could be wrong. Okay, our next guy is Ollie. So Ollie's 23. I kind of feel like I don't really want to talk about him. Like, all these pictures were going around on the internet about Ollie, and it turns out that he's one of those people that he's going around in the world and he's killing animals. A couple of days later, he left. 3 days later, and he said he left because he realized that he's in love with his ex-girlfriend, which is yeah, I think they just removed him because the complaint. Finally, we have our last 2 guys. They just came in the end of the week. So the first one is Connor. He's got a really weird name. I actually seen a meme on Facebook about it. He's very good looking. He's, I think, quite tall as well. He's 27 years old. He's the oldest so far. He's a model, obviously. What else? And then he came in, he took Sophie and I think Shona to a date. And Shona got on really well. Yeah, Sophie was just like not really, like, obviously he's a good looking guy, but she wasn't really clean. And our other one is Finley. So Finley is 20 years old. I couldn't find anything like what he's doing. He's probably a student. He invited Shanice and Paige as well. I think they would look really cool together with Paige. Suits Paige better, so much better than Ollie was. So I'm gonna go through the very first couples. Shanice coupled up with Naz, and then she made a comment about him looking like Aladdin, and then she really likes Disney movies and stuff like that. And I straight away knew that people were gonna start coming back with like how racist she is, and just because he's an Asian guy, that I think she kind of killed herself right there. She should not say that, and just, yeah, it just came out really bad. I don't think Shanice liked him at all, so they kind of like on a friendship basis, and she wasn't very clear on this. Poor Naz didn't know for a long time what the hell is going on, and I think women need to realize, because she was saying that she doesn't feel the spark, but she can see maybe she's gonna change soon, and then like she doesn't know how she's gonna feel, so like she was kind of leaving a door like slightly open for Naz. And then obviously I think that's what a man's supposed to do, is if they like a girl, they're trying to get the girl, you're trying to, you know, win the girl over and stuff. So I think that's like a very typical and very normal man's behavior. Middle of the week they had a kind of argument about this, and then she was like, I didn't give you mixed signals, and then the other one, like Naz, was like, yes you did, and like she was telling the girls that she doesn't like him, and she's like gets angry and frustrated about him and stuff. And I just like I got really angry at her. I was like, why just say that? Like, you don't want anything to do with him, you just want to be friends until someone else comes in. And yeah, it just pissed me off that like this guy's seriously really nice, and yeah, because it's not your type, but you still like just be humble with people. Just, you know, just tell him, don't say a maybe and expect him to understand a no. Yeah, we have Sophie and Connor. I think they look really good together, and they like have a lot of chemistry as well. Obviously they had a little drama now with the other Connor coming in and then like taking them for the dates and stuff, and then poor like first Connor was like really like stressing out. And as I said, there's a lot of memes about Connor, and they started making, which was I think quite funny, because that's like a behavior meme as well, but because he's very like, I think he really likes her, and then it's probably the way I think they edit in the whole like show, that he comes across really creepy, and he comes across really like sort of like addicted to her and stuff. Like he was always like nervous and like looking at her and stuff like that. And then if you watch Netflix and if you watched series called You, they made this try to find a picture and put it up meme about him, and I just thought that was actually funny. Hopefully they stay together. Then we have Leanne and Mike. So Leanne was obviously not standing forward for kind of anyone, and she was saying that she's just waiting for the right one, and she was just like not sure, and then you know she never opens up very easily. And then Mike came in, and they just suit so well. I thought that they're not gonna stay together because it's just a must, because they were the last people. But in their relationship, obviously when Eve and Jess came in, those bombshells, that one of them picked Mike and the other one picked Colum, and obviously like poor Leanne stayed on her own, but she was handling it really well. But so it was obviously like Colum and Mike was picked. Shauna coupled up with Colum, so I think they again like straight away they picked each other. They liked each other from the get-go. They looked really cool together, and obviously the twins took away Mike and Colum, so Leanne and Sophie stayed single, and they literally reacted and handled the thing two very different ways. So I think Shauna, like I find her really funny, but I think she was a bit of a psycho the way she was like reacting to it, and she was like pissed off. Like she's actually, if I was this guy, I would be like, what? Like, yeah, she's already acting like this after 2 days or 1 day or whatever. But Leanne was really cool about it, and then she just understood that like it was not the boys' choices, like they got picked by these other girls, and then she just had to act cool, and then he's gonna come back, and then he did. So like they still together until this day. They look pretty solid, and obviously Mike said his head is not gonna turn for anyone else, which we had people saying in the past. So I really hope that he means it and he's gonna stay like that, but he does look like a player for me. And obviously like Shauna and Colum, they again like playing this little game that Connor too came in, and she like just loves the way he looks and everything, and obviously she makes comments about it, she shows it, she's like flirting with him, she's really playing like like two boys as well in the same time, which is gonna probably come back to her face. That's just karma. And we had Paige coupling up with Ollie. Like she just coupled up with him because there was no one else. Actually, I don't think she really liked him. She tried to like him, but then obviously like her realizing that his past was a bit like, you know, he was cheating on his ex-girlfriend 9 times and stuff. But obviously like Ollie was leaving in the middle of the week, and he's definitely left because of the animal thing. And I think that was all our couples. I really hope I have not left something out or someone out. It's like, you know, when it's very new and then you're not really sure about the people yet. So like now I'm just like, there's so many new people and I have no idea what I'm doing. So yeah, and obviously like the end of the week we had the recoupling. Our very first recoupling was obviously on Friday. So there's obviously like on Saturdays they normally don't have the show like episode on. They just put on like the left out bit, and I normally prefer that because it's just so funny. They leave out all the funny stuff from the week because they're trying to put in all the content. But I really like that. But because obviously they're not gonna show what's happening in the villa, you're gonna just find out everything on Sunday. It looks like it's gonna be very exciting. There's completely new couples. So let me think. Our new couples are Shauna with Colum. So they go back together. It's a happy ending. Hopefully it's gonna stay like that. Leanne and Mike stay together. So yeah, they really like, I think if they carry on like that, they could like win the whole thing. It's not much shown of them as well. Like I don't understand, like a lot of times like they edit these shows like that, they're leaving a lot of people out, you know. And obviously I know it's hard to fit in everyone in an hour, but I think they quite nice together, you know. Paige got picked by Finley, and then very surprisingly new Connor, he picked someone everyone was really shocked about, so he picked Sophie. I think they look really cool together, you know. It's like I think they're really good, but I felt really sorry for other Connor because he really, like, you could tell on his face it was really sad. And obviously because Connor with the G picked Sophie and the other Connor stays single, so he picked Shanice enemies because he felt, obviously tried to save her as a friend, but I think they only together on like friendship basis as well. I never know, maybe they're gonna start liking each other. And in the very end we had the twins. Ness picked Jess, so basically Eve left in the end of last episode. Obviously there is a lot of like, I can't wait for the drama for it now, which is gonna happen on Sunday. So when you're watching this, it's a Sunday. I really hope that no one's gonna get emotionally hurt. It's good and very entertaining for us to watch, but there's real people, real emotions, and they get locked in there with like, they don't know the time, they don't know anything. So I hope everyone is fine with like their mental health and everything, and they get support. And I think that's it for me for today. I'll get back with another episode of Weekly Sum Up next week for week 2. I hope you enjoyed this video next week. I'll see you next week. Bye!